It's all in our hands. World of Wayne, where the legends are made. Crafting dreams with glue and a blade. Sci-fi wonders and fantasies glow. Pop culture streams where imaginations flow. us lost in time. World of Wayne, where the legends are made. Crafting dreams with glue and a blade. Sci-fi wonders and fantasies glow. Pop culture streams where imaginations flow. Warp drives hum and dragons take flight. Heroes assemble in the moon's soft light. Wayne's got the glue and the chat's alive. Together we thrive with our craft and drive. World of Wayne, where the legends are made. Crafting dreams with glue and a blade. Sci-fi wonders and fantasies glow. Pop culture streams where imaginations flow.
Evening, everybody. Welcome to Thursday night stream, where I've actually made a Thursday night stream because obviously I wasn't here last week. I was watching Shakespeare in the Park, as you can see there. I was sitting somewhere in there amongst loads of people at Rockingham Castle. You remember that place that I filmed where they filmed Top Secret? I was there. And that was where you can see the stage just in the background there. They were doing Twelfth Night. Didn't even know the Shakespeare story, Twelfth Night. I never studied that in school. They did tell us, though, that next year they're doing Othello. I don't know the story of Othello either. So bearing in mind, the last week of June, I always forget, it is Shakespeare in the Park, as long as the weather's nice. And then we can get on with it. Hello, Christopher Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
I'm just giggling at Duff Mother know you wear her drapes. Who's in Barton Seagrave? Oh, Michael, you're down the road. I don't have the jock accent. No, I'm from Basildon. Oh, I'm originally Australian, but I'm from Basildon, so I haven't got the jock accent. Oh, bless. I know Barton Seagrave very well. You've got a nice garden centre down that way. Well, I can't remember what it's called. It begins with B, doesn't it? I can't remember what it's called. How the devil is, everyone? I've got my usual monologue tonight. First things first, before I forget, just so you know, the RB19 from Fan Home, the Red Bull Max Verstappen, is now back to pre-order in the UK stores, which I'm guessing probably means the US is going to follow. I don't know if it's available for the US at the moment. So that's coming. And also, while we're talking about Fan Home, Ross Taylor, thank you so much, Ross Taylor.
Ross Taylor
I will get to your
super
message
chatted
in a minute.
$12.11. Happy birthday.
Thank you, my computer's talking. While we're talking about that, let's talk about the Infinity Gauntlet. Guess what? They are actually packing up the last box. Now, if anyone's had their last payment come out, this is what I understand. We're getting the missing issue 76 and the missing issue, is it 91 or 92? I can't remember. And you're all probably saying, well, what about issue 70? Well, apparently they couldn't assign a code for issue 70. So you're going to be getting a free gift in this box, which is going to be issue 70. Go figure. That's what I've been told anyway. So even though it's not on your manifest, if you like, I believe you're going to be getting it as a free gift in the box in issue 70. So finally, after God knows how many months, 15, 16 months, we might be able to actually finish the Infinity Gauntlet. So that's going to be a good thing. So that's cool. We have got an event now. Lou, I know you've just come back from your event. How was your event down in you was St. Louis, was it? I can't remember. Was you in St. Louis? You were in Michigan somewhere, wasn't you? I don't know my states, but and have you got your Enterprise D back now? Did you bring that back with you? I don't know. But we've got our own little Wonderfest here, and when I say little Wonderfest, I mean tiny Wonderfest. We got Small Space now. Small Space is going to be on Sunday, the 13th of July. that way. There. And it's at the Hanslop Village Hall, which is about an hour from Corby. But there's the address there. Opens at 10 o'clock. It's very tiny, but there's so much good stuff there. So you're going to enjoy it. So I will be there. I will be there right from 10 o'clock in the morning, looking around all the stuff, and I'll try and get some footage of that as well. But this weekend, obviously tomorrow, it's my birthday. So I'm like 52, I think. We were trying to calculate this last night. I was born in 73, so yeah, I'm 52 tomorrow. So we're off to London. So I'm going to be going to London tomorrow evening, and then Saturday I'm going to see Hercules, Disney's Hercules at the Theatre Royal, I think it is in Drury Lane. And then on Sunday, I want to see the Santa Maria, Captain Cook's ship. It's not the real one, it's a replica. But they're parking it up at the end of Southend Pier for a week. So I've got to walk 1.33 miles all the way to the end of Southend Pier, see the ship, and then come back. So I'm going to try and get some footage of that as well. So it's going to be a weekend of just on a jolly, basically, enjoying myself. So that's that. That's everything that's going there. I've got to thank Matthias. I don't know if Matthias is in chat at the moment. But, I've been playing around with my heads. Now, stupid me, I thought I had a picture lined up, but I don't. So I'm going to have to go to my other screen. Stand by. Stand by for action. I should have had this ready, shouldn't I? Okay, so, obviously, when you saw my heads last, we had that one. Okay. And then I got a little bit more creative, and Oggy Gonzalez in Stella Model's going to like this. This is my latest one with all the painting and colouring and God knows what else. I can't draw hair, but I'm pretty happy with my flesh tones and my eyes. They turned out pretty cool. So obviously it was quite funny for me when when Matthias sent me these pictures as a testament to Raiders of the Lost Ark. It translates to International Unit of Measurement. It belongs in a museum. And then obviously he's had to do one with Indy, about to take me off the pedestal. I think that's brilliant. Thank you so much for that, Matthias. I want them as posters on my wall. That'd be cool, wasn't it? And then the last thing we've got is something we haven't had for a while, which is, and there's a story attached to this, which is this. So, Chris Hirsch, you're going to be happy because you haven't seen this for some time, have you? But this is what's going on with the weather at the moment in Corby. There's the finished decking. Check that out. But we don't want to look at that. We will look at what the weather's like today. So, over here, as you can see, it's perfectly still. And it is 22 degrees. So let me tell you about the definition of pain. Okay, now you've seen the video where I'm laying the decking, and at the end I tell you I made a mistake, and what I had to do was strip the decking off and put joists in and then put the decking back down again. Well, if you've noticed that video just then, I still wasn't happy. So I stripped the whole decking off again and I put the planks on the right way. So if you look at the start of this video, there's the finished decking. Check that out. They're on the right way. So I'm the only guy that I know who could build a decking 3 times just to get things right. But I'm happy now. I'm happy, and it's going to last for years. So that's the be all and end all of it, I think. You know what? I think I'm just looking down the list. Is that everything? I'm sure there's other things. Oh no, there's one other thing. John Freeman. John Freeman sent me an early birthday present, and this is absolutely brilliant. I've got this, so I can do my top secret bit, my big eye, and it lights up. So that's going to be invaluable for building Gundam models. And some of these models are wicked. Look, check this out. So I've got Bumblebee to build. Thank you, John Freeman, for this. This is appreciated because this is going to be in the retro room. And then the, I don't speak French, the Pièce de Résistance, which I don't know what it is Optimus Prime, the action edition. So I'm going to have an enormous amount of fun building this. John Freeman, thank you so much for that. So what with my newfound eyesight and my steady hand, not steady anymore, I'm 52 years old, then I'm going to have fun building that. Don't know where it's going to go at the moment. As a matter of fact, as you know, I got rid of all of my Marvel museum collection so I could spread across my Enterprise figures, but I had a gap down here. So for now, I've put the Ian Campbell's VIC-20 in there. That's the Commodore VIC-20. And then I've put the, I can't remember, Kevin Pritchard, did you send me that? which was the Back to the Future videos, and then I've got the Batman. I think that was Canola. Jason Higginbotham sent me the Batman model. That's down there as well at the moment. So I don't think anything else has changed in here, apart from what I've got up here. But you've seen it on my social media where it says "I am their father" and it's got my kids' names on it. So, we are getting there in the retro room. Everything's looking good. Now that intro that you saw at the start, it's changed because I'm now I'm not learning. I've learned how to use it. I spent all day doing the final bits of things I didn't know. So I'm no longer using Adobe Premiere at the moment. I'm using DaVinci Resolve because Adobe Premiere doesn't work properly with my system anymore. And it saves me money because DaVinci Resolve is free. But the problem I've got is that I'm still trying to figure some things out. I've realised I've got to edit up here now. I can't really do it on my laptop downstairs. It's not powerful enough, so I need a super powerful PC. So tomorrow's video, which is Darth Vader, I'm gonna. You might find a funny bit of editing on it, but remember, it's my first time doing a full video on DaVinci Resolve, so that's that. But I hope you've enjoyed my videos this week, especially the Batmobile. That was something else. All that bodywork and all of that. So, Lou, I don't know if you saw that video, but that's how big the stuff is when you get it next. So I will sort something out for you with that. But thank you for all the birthday messages. It's so nice. I'm feeling the age more. It's a lot cooler up there, Steve. You know what? I mentioned this to the patrons last night. Not like I didn't stream last night, but the night before, if you remember, the week before, it was really hot up here. Around about 8:30, I didn't tell you this. I felt awful. I thought I was going to pass out on stream, and you saw me. I had my last little mouthful of water there, but I did manage to get through. I was fine afterwards when I went downstairs. It was just far too hot up here, and I have got my fan on here. Oh, I've got it here. It's not on at the moment. I'm going to turn it on. But yeah, I wasn't feeling very well at all 2 weeks ago. So, but I'm fine now. Hopefully, you can still hear me because that fan's right in my face. So, thank you, Jim, and thank you, Adrian. Oh wait, there, someone's answered what those crowns are. Stand by. What are those crowns? It's the YouTube leaderboard. Click your YouTube avatar settings privacy, and you can toggle it off, Lou. So, Gunstar One, why has YouTube got a leaderboard? What's that all about? It doesn't. I can click on those things, and it gives me a top 10 list, I guess. Top fans: Wombat 6913, 700 XP. Steve Powell 75 XP. Ed Hughes 75 XP. I don't know how'd you get XP. It's like playing World of Warcraft or something, isn't it? Thank you, Slugo. And hi, Nick. Thank you very much, Nick. Appreciated. Um. Oh, bless. Bosworths. That's the one. Bosworths. Yeah, I've been in Bosworths a couple of times. I like Bosworths. Oh, bless. Yes, Ross Taylor. Thank you, New Zealand. So it's like the 4th of July over in New Zealand now, isn't it? Because you're like in the future. Now, do you know why I put Back to the Future up today? Because 40 years today, this very day, July the 3rd, 1985, Back to the Future came out in America. So this is 40 years today. So it's happy birthday to Back to the Future as well. If we're counting on the US release date. I don't know. Didn't it come over in the UK in November, I think? I can't remember. Oh, I got rum tonight as well. I'm celebrating. This is the last, by the way, Lou, of the really expensive rum. I have now finished it. So, hello, Ricardo. How's it going? Evening all from an air-conditioned cooled caravan. Wasn't it? I think it was Paul. Paul, was it you who got me that Back to the Future? I can't remember who got me the videos. I'm a terrible human being. Bless. Right, Wayne, I'm glad you're on here. Now, remember, I've got some mugs going to Matthias. I've got a board game going to Wayne. And I've got another mug going to someone. It's in my email, standby. And I've also got that Darth Vader mug that I got today. I won't be keeping that either. Tony, it was Tony, wasn't it? Tony Fisher. I've got mugs. I haven't sent them out yet, just so you know. So that's why you haven't received them yet. Mrs. Wayne hasn't been very well, unfortunately. So she hasn't been out. So she's the person that does all my postage. She's the PA person. So we're going to try and get on that this week. Bearing in mind, we're not back till Monday, though. So it'll probably be late next week when that comes out, just so you know. But I am aware of it. So I've still got it here. Don't panic. Yeah, did you see my picture, Wayne? Did a tiny bit of shopping. I did, but I thought, you know what it looked like, Berg? It looked like the A-Team van in red. Have you just bought that? Is that what that is? I'm trying to bring it up, but it's my system's just not helping me at the moment. Not helping me. I can't access it. This is that system up here. It's terrible. There you go. You're welcome. Lou. After privacy, click live chat. Forgot to add that. Is the RB engine in that model not a full engine? From what I understand, it's just a generic engine. When I looked at it, they originally told me when I saw it, Jim, that there's no engine in it. So I took the cover off, and there is an engine. There's an air filter anyway. And when you look down, you can see a basic engine. It's not like the Lotus that we've been building on the members channel. Explain this. The Witcher is a bad show. Never seen it, but translated to the Czech language, because our accent of Dwarves shows becomes much better. And then you have Red Dwarf, which is better in English. Why? No idea. No idea. A fan helm emailed me yesterday. Apparently, the replacement Sabertooth Tiger heads for the Builder Megazord being sent out in the next pack, so we can build properly coloured heads next month. I didn't even know there was a problem with it. Has mine got a problem? Please don't say they're wrong colours, because I'm never going to notice it. That's why I'm like, everything looks normal to me, because my colour's just so terrible. My colour blindness. Where the bloody hell is the 89 Batmobile already? Yeah, well, summer's coming, as in the end of summer. We'll have to see if there's any announcements soon. We don't know. Did you see Kev the Nexus post teasing the Back to the Future train? I didn't, no. I did see the Back to the Future train before as a part work build in no, what a part work build, was it? I know Japan had something like that on the go. But chances are, if it appears in Japan, and by the way, my Japanese is getting on really good now. I've learned all 46 hiraganas now. Or hiraganas. So we're going to be working on the next one now, the katanas or something. I don't know what they're called. The next ones, because they got 2 alphabets in Japanese. But I've learnt them all, and I can do flashcards. I can name them all now as well. Even the little things that adjust the sounds of the consonants and the vowels. I've learnt that, which is a bit weird because my course I'm on teaches you the language, but now it's teaching us about the writing and the text. So I've forgotten all the language now. I don't know. How do you all afford multiple builds at once? A lot of these are sent to me now, Michael. Originally, not so much, and I'm still paying for some builds as well, like the Lancaster and stuff. The Lancaster, I'm missing 2 stages of that at the moment because my news agents haven't got it. And obviously, in the UK, W.H. Smiths actually, you have W.H. Smiths in the US as well, don't you? They're not W.H. Smiths anymore. They're changing to T.J. Jones or something. T.G. Jones. I don't know. So they're going through some funky stuff at the moment. The heat has been balmy. It was 47 degrees Celsius in the boat's cabin the other day. Monday was a killer day. Oh, God, Monday was a killer day. Thank you. It's my birthday tomorrow. And my 54th birthday. Whose birthday's 54? Are you 54, Pete Cooper? When are you 54? Are you 54 now? I don't know. See, my birthday, my sister-in-law's birthday was 2 days ago, yesterday. My birthday's tomorrow, and then my dad's birthday's on the 7th. So the Queensland Model Expo should be coming up soon. Oh, while you're on Drury Lane, will you see the Muffin Man? I'll do that when I'm there, Lou. I'll be like, he's married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man? Muffin Man! Did you eat his gumdrop eyes? Advert after 5 minutes. Yeah, it's conservative adverts now, Jacob. I can't stop them, so it is what it is, unfortunately. There's another trial coming up for YouTube. I don't know when it's going to be hitting, so just so you know, which is going to be a question and answer thing, where apparently in chat you can I don't know how it works. I don't know when it's going live as well. You can submit a question, and then people vote on which question they want to answer, and then that question will automatically pop up on the screen for me to answer, apparently. From what I understand. I don't know when it goes live, but it's another 6-week trial sort of thing, but we'll have to see how that goes. Thank you, Gaz. Much appreciated. What are you thinking about all the roadworks around Corby at the moment? We can't get anywhere. Honestly, this is Corby workmen for you. They're like, they do roadworks, and then they look out the road and they see all the cars doing diversions down other roads, and they're like, we need to put a stop to that. Let's put some cones down that road too. And honestly, I am surrounded by cones at the moment. It's like the Great Escape getting out of Corby. It's terrible. I think the word you're looking for is docking. I think you dock a ship. Park it. Park it over there. You know what? I saw John builds iconic nah, it's the rum. John builds iconic military models. It's been down in Portsmouth. The last time I was down in Portsmouth, me and Mrs. Rhoda Wayne were on the Victory, so it's that long ago. The Victory now, it looked a sorry state when I saw it, but now they've got a great big sort of like warehouse tent on top of it because they've taken most of the ship apart. And I don't know what the name of it is, but when is the Victory no longer the Victory? From what I understand, once they've replaced all the wood and stuff in this, only 20% of it is going to be original. So it's like Trigger's broom, you know? It's had like 5 new heads and 2 new handles or something, you know? Is it still the same broom? But I don't know. I don't know. It's a sad state of affairs, and unfortunately, it's not going to. It's still got like another 10 to 12 years of refurbishment to done. So I'm going to be an old man before I can go on the Victory again. But there you go. Wayne Weatherwax, Florida. How's Florida today? 92 degrees and humid here in Central Florida. Had to force myself to all-you-can-eat snow crab at the local seafood place. The Jurassic World new film opened today. Haven't gone yet. I want to see it. I've heard it's pretty good. I saw the Brad Pitt F1 movie. Now, it would have been great anyway. It's Brad Pitt. And Esther knows what I feel about Brad Pitt. But really good film. If you haven't seen the F1 movie, definitely see it. I've still got to say, I want to see The Salt Path. I haven't seen that. I want to see 28 Years Later. I haven't seen that. And I want to see the new Jurassic World. I haven't seen that. So I think some cinema actions in tow for next week, I reckon. Stand by for action. Does that mean anything can happen in the next half hour? Thank you, Gunstar One. That's appreciated. 52. Can I believe I'm 52? Well, still waiting for Pack 9 of Starship Enterprise. Been over 3 months now. They say items out of stock. Chris, you know, I have every best intention of doing the next stage of the Enterprise, and I've promised so many people that I was going to get on the Titanic this week. But the problem is that I've got so many boxes where I've fallen behind going to Wonderfest and all that. I'm trying to double up on some boxes just to get on top of myself. So I'm trying to make room so I can get the Titanic in there. So the Titanic's probably not going to be out till next week now. But that's pretty much why I've doubled up on things like the Nissan Skyline. There was another one I did. 12 stages. I can't remember. First off the week. Was it the Batmobile? Was it the Batmobile? Can't remember. I don't think it was the Batmobile. I doubled up. I know that on my builds. I'm planning adding one of my heads to the Agora diorama. Oh, that'd be funny. Thank you, Sean. That's really appreciated. That head looks spooky. You know, I've had some people say they don't like the head in the back, so which is why I put the cap on it. I like the head. It oversees me. It watches me. It knows I'm looking at myself. The weather report is back. Hi, Adam Cooper. I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm just wondering if you're working on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Megazord. By the way, happy birthday. Thank you, Adam. It's birthday tomorrow. Yeah, I am. I need to get back on that as well because I've got about 3 packs of that to do. I did do one recently though, a couple of weeks ago. I did the Mastodon's head, and I finished Sabretooth's legs. I think front legs. So I am on that. Well, Lou, the Muffin Man lives on Drury Lane, but he's missing, which is why everyone keeps asking, "Have you seen the Muffin Man?" He lives on Drury Lane. I'm all good, thank you. Oh, look, Steve's Adventures. He's gifted a membership to Gunstar One. Wow, Gunstar One, you've just become a member. How cool is that? He became a sponsor as well. Oh, wait, Gunstar with that, that's crazy. Thank you, Jason. I have to get my Vic 20 out of a box in the basement. You know, when I first saw it, I thought it was the Commodore 64. I had a Commodore 64 like that, but that was a grey colour. So I didn't realise the Vic 20 looked like that. I have to say, I thought it was a bigger model back, but it's definitely a Vic 20. So, but I hardly ever played with my Commodore 64. I was always on my, as I said, I keep showing this off here. I was always on my ZX Spectrum. So, and I'm still playing that today, hence why it's down here. Love playing with my ZX Spectrum. You got Gundam? I started them recently. Got the OG mobile suit and the aerial from Witcher Mercury. So cool making those models. Grim Plays. I have been doing one on the member stream, but I haven't been on it for ages. I still need to finish it. I like Gold One. When it comes to Gundam models, John Hay in chat there. He keeps me in stock. I've got about 12, 13 of them to do. What with these as well? Wow, I'm just going to be. I'm going to need to make a Gundam hour, I think. Wow, that's an idea. Gundam hour. Gundam hour. Gundam. There's no days of the week beginning with G. Bandai. No days of the week beginning with B. I need to give that some thought. Definitely. Oh, Jason, thank you so much. That's much appreciated. I like the little emoji there. Look, thanks for being you. That's cool. Oh, bless. I will spend that in London. I'll buy myself a Union Jack cap, hat, Union flag. I don't know. Jason Smith. Any news on the Jaws of Gore build? I'm at the theatre and they have a Jaws popcorn bucket and cup. Yeah, I've seen that, Jason, the buckets and cups that they've got in the cinemas. I don't think we're going to hear till later in the summer. So it's only just been announced, so it'll be interesting to see when it happens. Unfortunately, Richard Dreyfuss cancelled tomorrow's appearance at London Film and Comic Con, so he's not there this weekend. But you know what? The video I saw of him recently on our news, he didn't look very well at all. So I hope the guy's all right. He was having problems walking, but I don't know if he's already, if that's something that he has issues with. I don't know. But obviously, we've lost quite a few people today. We've lost Michael Madsen from Reservoir Dogs with Jota, the Liverpool winger. Crazy state of affairs today is. Did you see the Bat Circuit video? Yeah, I saw it, Wills. If you noticed on social media and my YouTube channel, I linked it. It was so good. It looks absolutely brilliant. How Mike's designed that, though, because he didn't have the full Batmobile, did he? So I'm guessing a lot of that was done from... How did he do it? How did he do it? Mike Lane, we need a video. How did you do it without having the full build in front of you? Great editors of him. Been using it for more than a year. I'm only just... The fact that... The thing is, Pete Cooper, it's not a million miles from Adobe. The shortcuts are in different places. And to do things like chroma key and stuff like that are in different places. But once you know, it's pretty easy to pick up, I think. I've still got to work out fusion part of it, doing special effects and stuff. That could be interesting. But I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. And it saves me £28.99 a month, not having to pay for Adobe. By the way, Adobe, there is a problem with Adobe, the new version 25 they brought out. So I've been helping them. I uploaded all of my video before the raw videos, so me and 8 cameras sent them all the files to try and replicate the problem, and they've replicated the problem, and they said, yeah, there's a problem. So I hate software companies that release software with issues. It's getting more and more at the moment. I thought, whatever happened to beta testing, alpha testing, beta testing and stuff like that? Is that a thing of the past now? I'm not the beta tester for them, and I'm not paying money for that, so it became unworkable. The only place that I could edit Adobe from was from an older version. But I really do like DaVinci Resolve. And what I'm going to do is I will be editing up here. It's a lot, I can have my music on and stuff and be in my 80s thing, have my fan on. I won't be able to have air conditioning on, unfortunately. But this computer's almost twice as quick as the one downstairs. So hopefully it'll make things a lot easier for me. Because believe me, editing videos at the moment is becoming a bit of a nightmare the last few weeks. Happy birthday. If you're 52, that means you're 3 years younger than my dad. I'm definitely 52 according to the Mrs. Worldwide. I was born in 73, so yeah, definitely 52. Oh, wow. Thank you, Victoria, sponsor. Welcome to the channel. Remember, we've got a back catalogue on the members video, so check them out. You've got your little badge there as well. The Batmobile looks similar in length to the Ecto 1. I think the Ecto 1's still longer. Just looking at it. Not by a lot, but yeah, definitely a little bit longer, I think. I don't know how my crown says number 1. I don't know how this crown thing works. I'm going to have to read up about it after the stream, I think, because I've got no idea. Absolutely no idea. I'm sure there's something else I'm meant to be telling you, Peaks. I'm telling you, I'm just looking around. I don't know. The obviously Mrs. Rhoda Wayne's embroidery machine. Remember, I purchased that from Ian Campbell for Mrs. Rhoda Wayne. It's a ginormous machine. It's right behind this wall here. So she now shares the retro room with me. And unfortunately, I had to kick her out before the stream started. Otherwise, you'll hear it's like an MRI machine in here, making all this embroidery. Oh, that's got me. I knew what I was going to say. Anybody who got, I don't know whether to be proud of this or not. Anyone who got a Spaceballs t-shirt, I got one. I think Lou said he got one. Someone got a Spaceballs t-shirt. You are very, very lucky people because for the first time in my life, I got myself a cease and desist. from MGM. Can you believe that? MGM sent me a cease and desist. Not for the fact that of what I got on the T-shirt. That was absolutely fine. The fact is that Spaceballs is trademarked in America. And that's why, because my shirts are worldwide, I weren't allowed to put that on a shirt, so I had a cease and desist on it. We don't have, if you didn't know, we don't have trademark laws in the UK. We have copyright laws, but things like Spaceballs, you wouldn't be able to trademark that name, so it's fine in the UK. But yeah, that you can't get that shirt anymore, and it's not my choice to take it down. I could, it was T Public's thing. So if you got yours, congratulations. If you didn't, oh well, there you go. But that was quite an interesting conversation. I didn't get penalised for that, by the way. They don't penalise you at all. They just take it from your store. But there's hundreds of Spaceballs t-shirts on the market, so I was surprised more people haven't been hit. But there you go. MGM noticed me. That's the way I see it. I look at the positives. YouTube has just rolled it out in general, I think. I had it on my Tuesday stream. Oh, okay. It's these. They do these things, and I never know about it, Will's Workshop. It's yours next month, Wayne. Thank you for that. You get more points the more you engage with chat. So, like, if you write one word every, like, minute or something, then you'll be, like, hyper engaged in chat. By the way, the we're going to be sitting the matinee of Hercules. And from what I understand, at the Palladium, Mrs. Weatherwayn wants me to take her to Liberties. If anyone's been to Liberty in London, it's like £400 for a pair of jeans in there. Actually, just going in there and breathing the air is like £1,000. Crazy expensive Tudor building in the middle of London. Opposite that, though, you've got the Palladium, and at the Palladium, Evita's showing at the moment with the girl from what's it called, Snow White. I don't know her name, but how is this? How would you like to see a show where one of the most famous songs in it, "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina," is not performed in front of the audience that paid their ticket? Well, she goes out on a balcony out in the street, so everyone who's walking past at the time can hear her singing. And then in the video, in the theatre, they just show screens of her singing to the street. How crazy is that? Can you imagine, like, Frozen? You go watch Frozen and then, like, you get to Let It Go or something, and then it's just a TV screen while she's outside singing it to the street. I mean, it's a very novel idea, and believe me, the crowds were packed because my son went to see Hercules last week, but he went to the evening, so he could see this matinee performance of her singing Evita. Don't Cry for Me, Argentina, but yeah, in the street, pretty crazy stuff. Thank you, Timothy Boyer. How do you move up the leaderboard thing, Jim? I don't know. I just learnt about this thing. I guess it's time to restock the rums. No, what it means now, Lou, is that I'm one down. Phil bought like 18 of them. I'll have to start working on the. Look, I've done the high end. I've got to do the low end now. You know, we'll do that Port Mary and get rid of that one. Then we've got the flavoured, then the spiced. We've already polished off the vanilla. I don't know. Paul Reynolds, yeah, I thought it was you. Sent me the Back to the Future videos. They're in there now. They're in the cupboard. Alfred Pedno. Question: is your brother older or younger? Brother, I've got 3 brothers, Alfred. I got 3. My brother Colin, who's the eldest, he's exactly 10 years older than me. Not exactly, because his birthday's in March. Then I got a brother called Andrew, and he was born in 65. I don't know how old that makes him. And then my brother Michael lives in Australia. He's 1970, so he's like 65. No, 55. 65, he'll kill me. And then I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest in the family. Bless. The missus is always the best for the admin side of things. Damn straight, because I can't handle things like that. I've just got no... And my administration mind is terrible, Grimplay. It's absolutely terrible. Yeah, she's feeling sorry for herself, but she's been home sewing today, passing the time. You just bought it today, Bergdis. Wow. That's pretty amazing. Does it need a lot of work done, or is it good to go? Or are you planning on doing a lot of work to it? More to the point. You got your Spaceball shirt. Well, you're very lucky, Steve. I got mine, so I'm happy. Thank you, Paul Jedi Jordan. Wayne, your birthday is Sunday the 6th of July. I'll be 38. Oh, Trevor, look, let's have a happy birthday for you as well. And this goes for my dad and my sister-in-law and everyone else who's got birthdays coming up as well. Happy birthday. July is a great month to have birthdays. I don't think there's many people born on the 4th of July. I was quite what do they call it? Unique. I was very unique in my family because no one has birthdays on July the 4th. And then, blimmin', 2 years ago, it's 2 years now, isn't it, Mrs. Rhoda Wayne? My great nephew was born, and his birthday's on July the 4th. So he shares my birthday now. That's Jude. No, it's older than that. He's older than that, isn't he? I don't know how old he is. I haven't got a clue. I'm sure Mrs. Rhoda Wayne will tell me. Thank you, Marks Mods. That's appreciated. Konji. That's the one. Konji. I've got to learn Konji. So I've done hiraganas. Got to do Konji. So now you can put flashcards up, and I can actually I'll be able to, as long as it's a Japanese word, because hiraganas are Japanese origin words, I can actually read those symbols now. I can't understand them, whatever they say. Most of the time I can. Depends. We'll have to see. The Back to the Future train is pre-built, but it's a pre-built Bandai collectible. Ah, right, okay. They need a part work for it. They need the part work for it. You know, I didn't realise that the guy who did the Liberator that you'll see on my channel from Small Space, and he's the guy that had the 5-foot Serenity. He's also the guy, Lou, you might find this interesting. He's also the guy that built that Back to the Future train that's in the film museum. He's going to be at Small Space in a couple of weeks, so yeah, I never know what he's going to bring. So we'll have to see what he brings. But I will bring my video camera, and you can see what Small Space is all about. I'll try and give you more of an in-depth insight about what it is, because it really is in a small space. Hence why the show's named Small Space. But they do create a little Wonderfest in the UK. Wayne, Agora's discontinuing the Mura, and I ordered the full kit. Can't wait. That's going to be a good build for you. I thought Agora was discontinuing the Terminator, but that's back with flying colours now. So if you haven't got the Terminator, I'm thinking about bringing it up here because it's 80s. I do need to fix it though, because the lights at the bottom don't work. I don't think they're getting 6 volts of power or however much it needs. So I need to look at the lights at the bottom. Everything else works fine on it. The 89 Batmobile is the best looking Batmobile ever. Well, it is until you get the cocoon on it. And how would you do the cocoon? Would you have it so that you have like things that, like Super Pursuit Mode, a kit that you turn things and it creates a shutter effect or something? Or, like I've seen one before, it's just a shell that you put over the top of it. So you build this amazing model. I'm going to put a fork in that just for a second. Remind me about something. So you build this amazing model, and then you put just like I don't know, a molded foam formed shell over it. You never see the model again. Now, I've been looking at this Tumblr group. Now, I know Hachette are probably going to be looking at this Tumblr. A lot of people have problems. Believe it or not, I don't even have the Tumblr here anymore. It's already gone off to charity. But so I can't test the theory I've got, okay? But if you are one of these people that are having problems with their roof, now, every single problem with that roof is fixable, because when you take the roof off, you can access every one of those limiter switches, okay? So if you're having a problem with the roof going, the screen going up and down and all that, trust me, you should be able to fix that. But if you're having a problem with the actual up and down, you can't fix that, because you need to take the central console out. So if it's going down and jamming and not doing anything else, or if it's going up and just going up forever and not doing anything else, you've got the problem that you need to be able to access those switches inside. So I do know some people that have taken the sides off the tumbler, pulled them out, lifted the back slightly, unscrewed the center console and managed to get it out. It's a big job. So I think there's a fix. I think there might be a fix for this, yeah? And it does mean that someone's got to design it. But here's the idea, that you take the roof off, and you put I need props. Okay, I'm gonna use my finger. You put a spoke, if you like, down from the roof. Okay, so you're gonna have a spoke, and then attached to the side of the control panel behind the chair, so you can still get to it. This spoke goes into that, yeah, and then you put limiter switches on the outside in an encased box on that. So rather than have it inside, you can have it outside. So you wouldn't have to touch the switches inside, because you can just disconnect them and create these new limiter switches on the outside. If you wanted to do that and not take the car apart, and then you could probably 3D print it. It's quite easy. And then when you put the roof on, the shaft will go down, engage, and then when it goes down, it'll activate the bottom switch, and when it goes up, it should activate the top switch. I was thinking about that. How could you fix that problem without taking the tumbler apart? I don't know. I don't know. But all those people that do mods and ideas, I'm hoping I've whet your appetite for that, because I think that would be quite an easy fix. Because you wouldn't need to take the car apart, and that thing could either be screwed or either super glued to the side of the shaft, because the shaft doesn't need to move. It's only that shaft that's attached to the roof which is going to go up and down and activate these limiter switches. Don't know. If you look at the colour of the plastic parts of the Sabre Tiger head, the plastic is very orange, doesn't match the colour of the metal. Should have had an email in March promising replacements. Yeah, I wouldn't have noticed it, Grim Plays, I'll tell you that now. I would not have noticed it at all. Yellows and oranges, I'm terrible with. They're probably the worst colour for me. Oh, it's tomorrow. Your birthday's tomorrow too. Oh, yeah, it's the same day. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Look, well, let's keep the happy birthday. Well, happy birthday, Pete Cooper. I hear a rumour that all the best people are born on July the 4th. But you're 2 years older than me, though, Pete Cooper. That means you're 2 years wiser. You're 2 years wiser than me. Oh, you just posted your pic on Facebook. I don't know why it's not letting me onto the. Stand by a minute. My Facebook is playing up. When I try and open messages and stuff, it just freezes the whole system up. And I don't know why. It's been like that for a while. I'm just going to switch over to my other account. Stand by. Have you just put it on your personal Facebook? Sorry, I'm just reading an Agora model post at the moment. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, I thought they had a new build coming out. Let me just show you this. Look, they're talking about George Russell, and I thought, what? Are we bringing out George Russell's car? But it's the Mercedes that they bought out. He's been horrible this week. Hit 32 degrees C outside here, but a new build house and the bedroom hit 35, only cooled by 26 by 5 a.m. Crazy weather, but it is summer. I don't know why everyone's going like, oh no, it's global warming. We had temperatures like this in the 80s, big time. I think people forget that. Oh, the cones, wait here. They wait until every school holiday and then the roadwork's all over the place. You know, when more people want to be out and about, yeah. Probably the same as the Flying Scotsman. Not sure there is an original part left on that. Yeah, no, true. So HMS Richard is a lot like the Flying Scotsman locomotive then. Yep, pretty much. They did say that the wood had turned, some of the wood had turned to compost. So it's that soft. You could grow things in it. Oh, bless. How's he getting on, Jamesy boy? My dad's getting okay at the moment. He's not doing well in the heat. I have to say that. Bergs, can I show this off? Yeah, this is Berg. This is new buy. Check this out. Look at this. Nice. I'm sorry, Berg, this, but I would be painting it black and making it look like an 18 van. All wooden ships need original wood replacement. Old Ironsides has had much replaced. Luckily, Live Oak is still available to replace needed items. She still sounds periodically. But when is it not the original ship and becomes a replica, though? This ship, this Santa Maria. Now, the Santa Maria was Captain Cook's ship, yeah? But obviously, the one I'm seeing is a replica. This was the standby. Sorry, not Captain Cook. Christopher Columbus was the largest of 3 ships used by Christopher Columbus in the first expedition across the Atlantic Ocean in 1492. That's the Santa Maria. So we're going to see Chris Columbus' ship. Let me just show you this here. But I'm seeing obviously the replica of it. So theoretically, you know, that's as good as seeing the real thing, because if it got replaced, it should be fun. Yeah. Why did I say Captain Cook? Oh, it's because my Australian. My birthday, Australian, you know, all of that. Christopher Columbus, I meant. All fun. Big July, Jurassic World, Superman, Fantastic Four. Jurassic World I've heard's good, although I'm not overly bothered about seeing that. I want to see Superman and Fantastic Four, though, big time. Thank you, Robert Arkand. Any updates on all Star Trek things? Nothing yet. Nothing yet. I showed it off 2 weeks ago, the Enterprise G. Probably the biggest ship that we've had at the moment. But there you go. F1 is absolutely amazing film, Jason Smith. Really, really good. It's like Top Gun in cars. And I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but it's one of these films where you know what's going to happen, but it doesn't happen. So it doesn't. It's very unexpected what happens, but then it gets to the point that I'm starting to think that they're forcing it. They're forcing this. The they're forcing you to think one way and then doing something completely the other way. But you don't know what's going to happen until the end. So. Signed up for the World of Warcraft build. Supposed to arrive this month. Never played that. You need to play Warcraft, Wayne Weatherwax, if you're going to be building this. Create a character, level 70, and just go to Icecrown Citadel and fight the... Dude, actually, they've got this new thing in there where you can do the whole quest line for something. So do the Lich King quest line. Right from when Arthas is a nice guy. And then he butchers everyone in Stratholme. But I'm not going to tease the story to you. You started the Mastodon legs now up to issue 52. I need to get on that. I really thought Will's Workshop, as I said yesterday, that you had done that Skyline. So I'm ahead of you now, that means. Everything works. So I'm happy at the moment. Yeah, DaVinci Resolve is pretty easy. Pretty easy to master. I'm happy I'm switching over to that. If you're doing more Megazords, you might want to avoid the tiger parts. Apparently you can pull the head off if you build it, but I believe if you do it properly, you'll be stuck with a bad head. That's not good. Gundam hour. So you're going to do half a model. That's an amazing chill time and sync found. Great way to spend the morning. It is. My eyesight's terrible for that though. This is a godsend. I tell you. Although I can't hold this while putting a part in, but I can see where things go. At the moment, I'm putting. You probably see it on my videos. I'm putting those glasses on that I wear all the time now. All the time. Wayne, have you seen Perry Fractor or what's his name from Retro Recipes has spearheaded a team to buy Commodore? I haven't, no. I need to check that one. On my phone, the text isn't easy. No, I know that problem. You just said reservoir correctly. It must be the rum. Sorry, I said it wrong, didn't I? Reservoir dogs. It's reservoir. Reservoir. You know what it is, Lou? It's because Mrs. Wilder Wayne just drums it into me. If I say something wrong, she just shouts at me now and snaps at me. It's not got as bad as Phil texting me or phoning me and saying it's pronounced Curacao. It's Curacao. I'm like, okay. I thought it was Caraco. No, it's Curacao. Never gonna forget that. Wait on Gundam kits. I now have built 153 and still got 260 in back stock. That's crazy. Yeah, beta test is now done by customers. That's just crazy. You have DaVinci, but I find VSDC, it's much easier to learn and has so much features. I found DaVinci easy, but as I said, I think if you know how to video edit in another software package, you're not going to have too much of a problem. I think if you're starting out, I think the learning curve's probably high on it. But I mean, you'll see, tomorrow's video was fully edited in DaVinci, and it's the first time I'd ever used it. So, and it didn't take that much longer, which was pretty cool. You're 76 next Tuesday. Oh, look, we're going to have to put it up for you as well, John Russell. Hang on a second. 76? God, you're never 76, John. Oh, my God. How are things down on the South Coast, John? Have you seen the victory lately? Yeah. I don't know if I want to go back there until that's done. Although, you know, I can't remember the last time I went on the Warrior. I fancy going on the Warrior again. Oh, no, I should treasure my Spaceballs even more. Yeah, definitely. Spaceballs, the lawsuit. That would be brilliant, wouldn't it? You sent plenty of messages. Been stuck on 75 XP for ages. Doesn't seem to change. I don't know. How do you get XP? Rachel Zegler, that's her name. She's toxic. That's why she's in the West End. That's why she's singing in the street. What if you make it Space Bells? Then parody. You're allowed to use parody, aren't you? Wayne, is Top Gun 3 out yet? I don't think so. No, I didn't think there was a Top Gun 3. F1 is Top Gun 3. Although I did hear Tom Cruise was planning to do a Days of Thunder sequel. I think looking on the back of how well Formula One's doing, he thought he'd get in with a bit of NASCAR. We'll have to see. Hi, Dave Westbury. Hope you have a lovely birthday tomorrow. Thank you. Just woken up from a nap. I had my siesta earlier on today. I did my walk today. I've been a good boy. Bought my Lancaster Bombers, as I said, from town, but two stages missing still. I've got no idea, Steve's Adventures. Let me look at this list again. So Wombat's still 725 XP. I don't know how it works. I've got no idea. Hello, Andrew. How's it going? Andrew, I'd still need to see this tested video. Apparently Lou and Phil get a shout out in it as well. It's on my list of things to watch. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, though. But that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. The question is, what are you going to bring next year? What are you going to bring next year? Now, I've been watching the Phil's Reliant. That's pretty cool. I'm guessing, Lou, you're doing a figure this week, aren't you? Back to figures this week? I know you alternate. So I've got no idea what you're working on this week, Lou. But yeah, what's everyone bringing next year? I think I keep thinking every time I build a new model, perhaps even my Spaceballs alien there, what can I get on a plane? Just so I can say I've entered something. I have to have a think about that. Jude, he's 6. I thought he was 2. 6. Jude is 6. Oh my God. Oh, I'm so old. It's in great shape. Only a few squiggles. Probably customize it slowly. See if you're staring at me with those glowing eyes and it's kind of freaky. Yep. I checked your build video. You do have the miscoloured tiger head, by the way. Oh, I do. Okay. I wouldn't have noticed, Grim Place. How long does it take to rank up? No idea, because I don't know what this whole thing is. So I will have to try and figure it out. No idea at all. I hope things have settled down since trip home from Wonderfest. Yeah, they've been fine here now. Just the illness. I got so ill, and then obviously I've got my speed school. Now, speed school, I don't have to go anywhere for speed school. I can do it here. So on August the 5th, I think it is, I've got to get up at 7:30 in the morning, and I've got to sit here for 3 hours and be taught why I need to stay next and stay on the speed limit. So, but my £500 repair on my car was done, so the car's good for another year. It's got its MOT. Although the rear wheel bearing's on its way out, so I need to get that changed as well. And then what was the other thing that went wrong? Oh, screwing the tyre. I got all the tyres replaced as well. Cars can either be really, really good some years, and some years they're a pain in the butt. I am. It's Darth Vader tomorrow. So I've already done tomorrow's video. If you want to watch it now, I think it's in the playlist. So you'll be able to see the Darth Vader video tomorrow. Yes, you just ranked up. I don't know how you do it. I really don't. Your birthday's this month too. I'll be 18,536 years old. That's how I feel at the moment. Actually, be 50. Big birthday for you, Milan. So what? Are we all cancers? So was it June 22nd to July 21st, isn't it? It's Cancer, and then we're off to Leo. I think Leo's after us. Although, you know, I'm a Cancer and star sign, and I don't believe in them because Cancers tend to be skeptical. Hopefully someone got the joke there. Wasn't the cocoon only in Batman Returns? Can't remember. It's been so long since I've seen that. You might be right. I can't remember. You made me think now. Yeah, because it was disabled by Kringen and Batmobile had to eject the side bits. So he went down the alleyway, had a Batmobile in the next film. There you go. Grim Plays just answered that question. How many different Batmobiles are there? There's a few. Even if you count the Batman one, which is sort of like a Mad Max car he's driving. Thank you, Alfred. You would think that the companies who make part works will get it right. Yeah. We need the 18 van. Jeff, all I keep hearing from model companies is we need the 18 van. We need Airwolf. 18 van, Airwolf. 18 van, Airwolf. I don't know. You know what I'd like? You know what I would like to see? And I think it would do absolutely mad. Now, if Agora models are watching this, when they first come on the scene with their Super Snake, I said to them they need to build the Orca. I'm going to put it out there as well. I think I know a build which would do really well if they get it right, if they did it right. Yeah, I think that someone needs to bring a part work out, not over-engineered, of the original Enterprise. That's what I think. Not over-engineered, but a nice big Enterprise that it was die-cast parts, all lights up, but a really good version of it. That's what I think would do really well. So someone needs the license. Who owns the license for that? Is that Paramount? I don't know. I think that would do really well. Uh, that's a debate you don't need about replacing parts. Yes, Trigger's broom. That's all I keep calling it. There is actually a story about a ship got replaced, and I can't remember what it was, but I just know that story as Trigger's broom from Only Fools and Horses. Thank you, Deep Spacecrafts. It's only 6 meters long, like 4 tons. God. The 18 van was black at the bottom and gunmetal on top with a red stripe separating the colours. Oh, hay fever. Oh, you can tell the weather's changing. I have just done the skyline today, so it'll probably be out tomorrow. Ah, right, okay. I am working like a madman to finish up the Agora Apache halfway through pack 11 now. I've got 2 packs here. So they delivered one recently. What was the last pack I did? Did I do 9? I think I've got 10 and 11. I think I've got 10 and 11 here. Or I might have 9 and 10. I can't remember. Whatever I got up to, I've got the next 2 packs of that. But I have really enjoyed that Constitution. I'm doing really well on that. I want to get back onto that next week as well. Perhaps we'll have a ship week next week, because I did say, you know what, just so you know, I am going to be doing the yellow stripe on the Titanic, because so many people want me to see these decals that they've been having issues with. So I'm going to have a go at putting these decals on. I'll probably end up taking them all off afterwards, but at least I can say I've attempted it. And I will be doing the rigging. So let's get that out of the way straight away. And it's not going in any fires. I mentioned ships and instantly people think fires. What is my next dream build? Yeah, finish the refit. I don't know. I think it's got to be the Cygnus from Black Hole. I've got the files for it. I just need to print them. I'd love to do that. So that Cygnus that we saw at Wonderfest was a lovely model. Have Pack 12. Whoa, what's that? Have Pack 12. What was that? Oh my God, I'm behind on chat. I apologize. I will try and get on touch with it. Where there, have Pack 12 in hand as well. Then custom Japanese Defence Force paint job. Wow, you're going to enjoy that. You know what? I took a lot of footage of the Apaches at Duxford. I haven't put them out yet, but they were brilliant. The Apache show. Now there's hardly any difference between the D's and the E's. Just so you know, the nacelles are slightly different shaped, and there's a few more gadgets added on top. I didn't realise that. I thought the longbow was the name of the helicopter, but longbow's the name of the radar on top. So all Apaches that have that radar are called longbows. But I didn't know that either. The guy taught me stuff at Duxford. But I didn't film a lot in Duxford because a lot of things got cancelled. The Red Arrows didn't turn up. The Lancaster Bomber didn't turn up. The Parachute Regiment couldn't jump because it was so windy. And I think there was an event at Mildenhall. I think because a certain president of a certain country decided they wanted to bomb another certain country, the base was on lockdown, so the Red Arrows couldn't leave. So that's why the Red Arrows didn't turn up. No, we're still waiting, customer care engineer, for another hinge to come. So once that comes, I will check that out and see how that works. Yeah, it wasn't Captain Cook, it was Christopher Columbus. I was way off. Look at that, 19 months. Look at that, 19 months, Will's Workshop. Well, you got your name on the board now. Very hot. Don't get out very often. A lot of health issues, just getting old. Yeah, I feel like that now, John Russell. Click the question mark on the right when you look at the leaderboard. It tells you how to get points. Ah, right. Okay, I'll do that afterwards then. A 1350 Excelsior. Woo, that could be interesting. Hello, Dark Side Dark Moon. How are you? Thank you for the birthday wishes. You are way behind on chat, Wayne. Yeah, I have. You'll read 15 minutes after posting. I will, Ed. I'm terrible. It's the rum. It's the rum and my sidetracking squirrel mind that just keeps going off in all directions. You're actually celebrating the 4th of July. Unsubscribing, there's nothing to celebrate. It's my birthday. I can celebrate that, surely. Take your golden Wayne's head. 59 in September. Where are we? We're getting there. You recently watched my X-Wing build series. I really hope they bring it back. Me too. I need to build it again, Arthur, because mine took a tumble and I don't have it anymore. There's already is an original diecast 1350 Enterprise by Tomy. I have one, got lights and everything. No, I want to have a part work one that I could put together. It's the ship of Thesis. Thesis. Am I Theseus? I don't know. My reading's terrible tonight as well. Build C3PO. I did recommend that to Fan Home. Last time I was in Barcelona, I said to them, look, I've got a 31-inch C3PO, which is the exact scale for the R2D2. They need to bring one out. But I don't know if they ever will. They've had my suggestions. What's going on with chat? Why can't I get to the bottom of chat? Ah, there we go. Thank you, Wayne Watson. Just do standard rigging without sail shrouds. Yeah. The OCD will not let me, Wayne. If there's if there's something that needs rigging, I need to rig it. I'm looking at that Constitution, thinking about all the rigging for that. I want to get the ship built first. Once I've done that, then I would have overcome the obstacle of, not burning ships. So how many builds do you have ongoing at the moment? 27 Grim plays. 27 builds at the moment on the go. Shields were used in both Keaton Batman films. Ah, there we go. Life's greatest joke. You'll say good night and have a good birthday tomorrow. Thank you, Chris. I'll keep the giant pastry down for when you come down. Yeah, remember, it's going to be that week of the 3rd of August, Chris, but I will let you know nearer the time. So thank you, Jamesy boy. And Wayne, are you aircraft guy? My dad was in South African Air Force. My dad was as well, but he was in my dad was in Kenya. He was based in Kenya. Small world, huh? That went quick tonight, didn't it? I hope you enjoy the Darth Vader build tomorrow. I was going to do a video tomorrow. I don't know if I am now. We'll see. We'll see. Whatever I do tomorrow will not be out till Monday anyway, so it's nice to get ahead though. But I have got a weekend in London, so if I see any sites or anything that I think you might be interested in, then sign up to my social media on Facebook or Instagram, and I will show you some of the joys of London. Apparently the weather's going to be hot but rainy, so I have to see how that goes. Anyway, listen, thank you all for joining me tonight. Take care. I'll see you later. Bye.